Monica and Peter are testing a wood-look tile for the first floor. They've already downloaded an image of the tile from the website, and Peter has added grout lines to it using GIMP. Now they're ready to see how it will look on the floor. Peter begins by selecting the first floor tab. He right-clicks on the 3D view and chooses Virtual Visit. In the floor plan, he finds the camera icon and drags it over to the children's room. Previously, we've seen how to select, center, and edit objects in 3D view. Peter double-clicks on the floor, which opens the Modify Room window. Under Floor Region, Peter clicks the Texture button. In the Texture settings, he clicks Import and selects Choose Image. Navigating to his folder, he picks the wood-look tile image, carefully checking the preview on the right side before pressing Continue. Next, Peter names the tile and selects the My Tiles category, a custom category we created in the previous lesson. He then enters the manufacturer's name. With the real tile dimensions set at 120 by 23 centimeters, he adjusts the height to 1 meters, letting the width auto-adjust accordingly. Finally, he confirms the changes by pressing OK twice. However, the result wasn't quite what they expected. Instead of the 120 by 60 centimeters tile look they envisioned, the 120 by 23 centimeters tiles created a more cramped and confined appearance. This layout emphasized rigid, repetitive grout lines that lacked the natural flow of a staggered pattern. As a result, the straight grid effect flattened the space visually, making it feel smaller and more monotonous. Peter repeats the earlier steps to bring in the staggered tile pattern. Because this image file is larger, a message pops up, alerting him to possible performance issues. He decides to leave the default settings as they are and clicks Continue. Next, he names the tile, assigns it to the My Tiles category, and credits the creator. This time, he sets the tile height to 1.2 meters, letting the width adjust automatically. With everything ready, he clicks OK twice to finalize and place the tiles. The staggered arrangement broke up these rigid lines, adding a sense of movement and flow. By offsetting each tile, the staggered layout created a more dynamic and spacious look, drawing the eye across the surface in a way that felt natural and inviting. Most of the work was done in GIMP, as we demonstrated in our video mastering staggered tile patterns in GIMP. In that tutorial, we took a single tile image and used it to create a staggered pattern, placing the tiles 1/3 of the way side by side. This time, he repeats the same steps, selecting the herringbone pattern. After adjusting all the settings, he needs to set the width without directly knowing the exact dimensions of the pattern he created, as we covered in our Create a Seamless Herringbone Tile Pattern in GIMP video. The key is in the image resolution. Each individual tile image has a resolution of 1200 by 600 pixels, representing real-world dimensions of 120 by 60 centimeters. To translate the pixel dimensions of the herringbone pattern into meters, we use the conversion factor of 1000 pixels per meter. By dividing 1701 pixels by 1000, he calculates the width to be 1.7 meters, which he then enters in the width field. The height adjusts automatically based on this value. Peter and Monica decided to use the same tiles throughout the entire first floor, except in the bathroom. For Peter, this is a simple task. He right-clicks on the 3D view and selects Aerial View from the menu. Then, he double-clicks on each room he wants to update. In the Modify Room window, he clicks the Texture button for the floor area. In the Floor Texture window, he simply chooses the first texture from his recent textures list. Most of the work here was done using GIMP, so, when designing a home, you don't just need architectural software, you also need a good image editor. With two free programs, Sweet Home 3D and GIMP, along with your imagination and creativity, you can easily create architectural miracles. But we're not done with the finishing touches yet. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss our next lesson.